Minnie, my sweetheart, right there. There she is.
Hold up. Hey. Oh my God, be thinking we.
Oh, sorry. My bad. He went. Two people already here for the park hopping. Oh, I forgot to add Krista.
Wow.
Sorry.
Hey.
Sorry.
Put me back.
You forgot me.
Sorry. I should start over and do that again, huh? Maybe. Sorry. Anyway, welcome to another park hopping. With that, a lot of live streams this past week. A lot of live streams.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah. So there.
I'm not on camera because, and I don't know if Jay wants to share my screen, but this is how I feel and look today. So
rough.
Yeah.
And it's been crazy.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I can sympathize.
I can imagine. Theme parks will, especially in this heat, man, they'll kick your fanny, man. That's for sure.
A lot of walking.
They'll kick your butt. But hope everyone's doing well. Got to hang out with Ivan and Krista and an unexpected day at Epic Universe on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to go over a couple things about Ivan and Krista's experience on opening day, where they didn't sleep for about 48 hours, maybe longer.
We almost did a 24-hour.
Almost, yeah.
It was crazy.
You guys were amazing. I don't know how y'all had the energy while I was over at Magic Kingdom.
You were probably having more fun than us.
No.
We do have 2 videos on the way for Park Hoppin' for an opening day vlog, and also what it looked like at Magic Kingdom on the grand opening of Epic Universe, just so you guys could see both of them coming soon. But yes,
so no spoilers. Well, let me set this up. I'm gonna put Chris at the top, and we're just gonna play this this random walkthrough because
I already want to go back.
25 years at a new theme park has opened.
Yeah,
and Krista Nova was up at 3 a.m. along with Ivan.
Yeah,
Jeremy was there too, but he's not here for the stream. So it's the 3 of us. Yeah, so we got up at 4 technically, and we got ready. We left by 5. Got there at Ivan, 5:20 maybe?
Yeah, we got there around that time.
Yeah, and we waited in line, which there was a huge line already in front of us. You can see it on Park Hoppin' Twitter/X. And we thought there was going to be nobody. We're like, okay, it's 5 a.m. Who the heck is here? Apparently it opens at 8, which it didn't. It opened much earlier than that. We got into the park.
Before that, explain why it should have been open at 8 o'clock for you.
Well, I was told that supposedly when you stay at the hotels, you get early entry into the park, which starts.
We're all told.
Yeah, which starts at 8 a.m. And not just the Grand Helios, but any Universal hotel that you stay at, you do get early entry. Now, how it works is if you stay at a hotel, you get the early entry, which is at 8 a.m. And then the regular folks that don't have a Universal hotel get in at 9. Well, let me tell you, we got into the park at 6:40 and it was every man for himself. We all got in. No hotel reservation or whatever required. So that was shocking. But if you look actually right here, that's the first store that there is, the Universal Epic Universe store. And the first thing I did was go straight in there, because I wanted to look for a specific medallion, which was the hot topic of the day. This medallion was the grand opening coin, which did say grand opening 2025 Epic Universe. I mean, this thing was cool. And so naturally, everyone wanted one, right? Like, it's historic. You're there on opening day. Let me get something to remember it by. And that coin was something that everyone wanted. It was $40. Well, guess what? I walked right into that store, and the first thing I hear is it's sold out. Now, the whole controversy behind that was supposedly they gave it all to the media people. So as you can imagine, those who actually bought tickets for opening day were really upset. So as soon as I heard it sold out, what am I gonna do? Argue? Nothing. Like I just walked right out, and as this person's walking on here screen, I went straight to Super Nintendo World. You can see the portal right there, the rainbow. And I waited, and it was so cool. They had like small fireworks on each portal, and then in the center of the park, I was in the front row. And then you got the Mario characters that came out with Donkey Kong, and they did a little dance, and then they opened the ribbon, the little gate, and they made people pass through, and they did have cast members in each store ride outside waiting for everybody, and they clapped. It was really surreal and really nice. You will see that in the vlog. It was
basically. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So basically, even though it was reported that if you stayed at a hotel, you would have gotten in an hour early.
Mhm.
Basically, on opening day, there was no point in coming early.
No point at all.
Yeah.
In fact, there were people already there at 4. Before we even showed up, they were just waiting.
Yeah, or earlier.
And what's even crazy, Jay, is that I went up to someone working there and I explained, because I was just as confused. All these people in line, I was like, excuse me, where's the line for those who are staying at the hotel that get early entry? And he told me, just stay in this line, and as soon as you pass the Chronos, they'll guide you. And I'm like, okay. But there was no guidance. Everyone just walked right in. Now, supposedly they did the quote unquote early entry the next day, from what I'm told. But what's the point of the grand opening and the hotel stay? It just was really weird.
Yeah, they dropped the ball big time on that.
And the medallion. Those two things.
Medallion was a huge L.
Yeah,
because that was what, honestly, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys going there early and being one of the first, you would be one of the first people to get access to that medallion and other things. So the fact that they were sold out the day before, which was not the official grand opening, and you didn't get to go in an hour early. Yeah, there was absolutely no reason. You guys could have just came at 10.
Yeah. Now I did make a video talking about all the things that I did get on opening day, and they did have some stuff which were neat. Yeah, so Jay has one right there. That's what I got for him, the vinyl, the Dark Universe vinyl. And
this is sick. I don't even want to open it.
I know, just keep it in the plastic. I mean, that's already being sold on eBay for $200-$500. It's crazy.
I've seen selling prices of over 200.
Yeah.
Krista got me a gift. I love it. I don't even know. Hopefully somebody puts it on YouTube, what the songs are, so I never have to open this and just keep it sealed.
Yeah.
I bet it would sound really awesome on a record player.
Oh yeah.
Krista also got me this.
Danny Elfman music.
And then I'll put the video back up. So what were these?
So they do have pins there to each portal, to each world, that does say grand opening on it. It doesn't have a date, but it just says grand opening, and that's the Super Nintendo World pin. They have each pin to each portal that does say grand opening. Now, what I'm about to share, Jay, if you don't mind showing this really quick.
No, not at all.
So I got this set right here.
Ready?
Yes. Which was the entire set of what Jay just showed you.
This pin, all the pins from the collection.
But what makes this so unique is the centerpiece. Now, they don't sell this one individually. The other ones they do sell individually, but the center one they don't. And as you can see, it says Epic Universe Grand Opening May 22nd, 2025. And guess what? They were only selling this box 2 hours before the park closed on opening day, because I think they saw the reaction to people upset online, even in the park, because of the medallion. And I don't know why they decided to do this 2 hours before it closed, but hey.
Ivan and Jeremy were in line for a ride, correct? And then the word started getting out. Krista's she saw, did you see it on Twitter first? And you're like, what the heck is this?
I saw it on Twitter. It said posted 10 minutes ago. And I was like, I got to bolt there right now. I called Jay. I was like, Jay, I have to get
it. But she also got me this awesome shirt, which I don't even want to wear this yet.
Oh, show them on the sleeve. Yeah. So that's what
I got that.
Got a special,
it does say grand opening and the date, which is nice. You want to get anything that does say the date and grand opening. That's the key thing for when you go on opening day.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they had some things, and they were actually handing out. You could see it in the video from the opening day one that I've done, but they were also handing out these tickets that they were giving to everyone as they left the park at the end of the day of the grand opening. And what it was a ticket to prove that you were there on the grand opening, and then a barcode that when you scan it and you put in the pin that's provided, you get a digital medallion. There, Ivan has it right there. And needless to say, people were really upset. I think that made people even more upset. They're like, what am I going to do with a digital one?
Yeah, I know.
So that's the
Screenshot
ticket.
it.
Yeah, that's the ticket to prove you were there. And then there's another one. I don't know. You probably can't show the barcode. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other one is basically your digital medallion. So yippee.
Real quick, Nagranal with a $10 donations. Hail and happy Memorial Day. Finally a nice day here. Just got done splitting and stacking wood and mowing the lawn. Now I got to figure out why Restream was giving me issues after my stream yesterday.
Nagranal, thank you
for the 10, brother. And yes, Memorial Day, we remember
Memorial
those that
Day.
made the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
People like me and Krista and Ivan can go to theme parks, you know?
Right.
So we remember them and their service. Keenan for 2, Krista and friends. Y'all streams were epic.
Thank you.
Yes, they were.
Eric K for 2. What all did Jeremy get the mods from the grand opening? You'll have to ask him. I don't know.
I will say this. Jeremy, the only thing he bought there for himself was that mac and cheese cone. I've never seen him. I have never seen him finish something before in my life. Like, he usually never finishes his meal. And that was something that was new, which is so out of his comfort zone. And he ate the entire thing. It was crazy.
I understand now why. I had it yesterday and I was
had
surprised
one the
by
next
it.
Day, no?
He did. Yeah. He went back for it.
Dan's Life at the Kingdom for 5. I got that set. It's really nice, but it's ridiculous they didn't have the medallion for the grand opening guest. 100%. 100% agree.
You know what I would do? Like, if I was Universal, they probably won't, of course, but I would check the emails to those who went and got a ticket for grand opening day, and I would message them, make more medallions, and be like, hey, here's an email. Would you like to buy the medallion? Just to put that out there. But I don't think they do anything.
It's money to be made. I don't get it.
And they didn't limit it to anybody. They just were like, hey, if you want to buy 40, go for it.
Yeah, it was essentially just the media day, the May 21st. The media, the invited social media guests, and then also the celebrities.
Yes.
And then no medallions for guests that planned, saved, and scheduled their that day to be there on that historic day.
Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, it was very historic. It was really great. All the rides were pretty much a walk-on, and I think that they crowd controlled the tickets to those who could enter the park for specifically open days, so that those who were there can enjoy the rides and experience everything that they wanted to, which is smart. And now it seems like it's starting to become really packed now, because as I mentioned, with the crowd control and tickets, but opening day specifically was a breeze. The weather was beautiful. Couldn't have asked for a better, forecast. And one thing that I have to say that I'm so surprised they didn't do at the end of the day was fireworks. They had them in the morning when they opened the portals. It wasn't like too much. It was just like a little bit of a boom, boom, but they didn't have not even one firework at the end of the day for the grand opening. That was very shocking. And I also didn't see, I may have missed it, but I didn't see any flying dragons. And I was hoping to see some because I've yet to see them. So,
real quick, will you do a Helios walkthrough video? That is coming in about a month.
Yeah, July.
So, yeah.
Stay tuned for that.
You'll see it in a month. And Zero gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Thank you.
Thank you. But yes, I really enjoyed it. I had a great time. Cast members were nice as always. The energy, even of the people, were great. And also something that I got, and I did share it in the video that I made that I got on opening day. I know Ivan got his also, but there was an artist there, 2 artists there, doing a back portrait of you personally. It was a personal item, and man, that thing was really crazy booked. Like, we were the last ones in line, and there were some people behind us when they were told, like, nah, sorry, we're not doing any more commissions. Like people were really upset. And I believe that today's the day that they're doing it for the last time. And then that's it. It's over. And it's a hot topic thing. Everyone wants one because naturally it's cool. It's personal, right? And it's free on top of it. Really cool souvenir to take home. So it was really cool to get that at least.
Yeah.
Alley Cat says needed a QR code to order the medallion and ship to you. That would have been nice.
Yeah, that too. That would have been great. Anything to, please the people who spent money for opening day. These are your people that are going to come back and keep spending money. You want to take good care of them naturally.
So you guys were there from basically 5 a.m., 6 a.m. to
11:30 about.
Yeah.
It was rough, but it was totally worth it. Something I remember forever. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I had one of the best days ever of the grand opening.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying that it was the best, and it's kind of sad because probably the next time we go, it's going to be very crowded, not compared to like the last two times.
I'm curious to know how the summer folks are going to be, like the tickets and all. Like, I wonder how the crowds will be.
Yeah, I was there yesterday, so day 4, and the lines were a little bit longer. The lines were a little bit longer, and the walkways were a little bit more crowded. So it's like they're sort of trickling to the max capacity at a certain point.
This park is just amazing, though. I personally think, as it stands, like it's the best theme park in Orlando, and I cannot wait. I know I'm like going ahead of myself here by thinking this, but I cannot wait to see what this looks like on Christmas during the holidays.
Yeah.
Like in December. Oh my gosh, are they going to put trees everywhere? Are they going to have exclusive merch? I just cannot wait for the holidays to roll around. Even just for October, are they going to put like pumpkins and make it all like creepy? I don't know. I think Dark Universe, of course, will be very popular around that time, but I'm a Nintendo fanatic, and so I want to know what they do during the holidays for that.
What's up, Steve? Thanks for the member message. Hope all is well with you. Food.
Yeah.
What did you think of the food, Krista?
Well, we've tried the food already plenty during previews. You already know that, Jay. But yeah, food was great as always. As mentioned, Jeremy got that mac and cheese cone and he fell in love really fast with it. I once again ate at the Toadstool Cafe because I cannot go to Epic without eating there. And I usually go there for a dessert because I think that personally their desserts are the best in that little Toadstool factory that they have. And we did eat. This was like not on grand opening, but we did eat at the Blue Dragon, and that video is going to be released tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And one thing that I didn't even know about that someone posted, let me see if I could find it. So supposedly, with the power up bands when you go to Super Nintendo World, if you don't mind explaining what that is, Jay, while I find this, like what are power up bands at Super Nintendo World?
Yeah, it is. I don't have mine next to me, but it is a wristband that you wear. And you see the people punching the question marks and all that stuff. You get points. The points are then collected on the app. Mm-hmm. And it's a fun game for anyone that likes that kind of stuff. You can see them right there in the video of them punching the question marks. Now, they have different games set up all throughout Nintendo Land. And if you get 3 keys while you're there by winning the different games with your power-up band, they actually let you in a special place to play the final boss or the final game, however that is. Now, if you don't get the 3 keys, you're not allowed in.
Yeah. Now, something I did learn is that I was going through each and every sticker, and they all individually indicate something. And like, let's say, for example, you'll get this sticker unlocked if you punch the question block over 100 times and stuff, little things like that. So one thing I didn't know, and I went to go look, I'm sharing my screen right now.
All right.
So you receive this stamp right here.
I got to stop that.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that.
You receive this stamp right here if you visit Super Nintendo World during the opening month. And it does say the date when you've earned it and the coins you collected for it. And I thought that was pretty neat because that's a very unique sticker to have, especially if you're collecting these on the app. So I thought that was pretty cool.
It's a whole interactive game thing that you can do while you're in there. For anyone that like I said, that anyone that wants to play, you have to wait in line for some of the games. And then if you win, you get like a key, and then you can go visit the special land. There's actually like some maze areas in there that are kind of hidden that I just kind of stumbled across. I was like, what the heck is in here? We were walking past while we were getting frustrated with a mom who just let their kids just jump on everything.
Yes.
That's super funny. We were like, man, they just let them do whatever. Anyway, iCanalist for $5 is Krista. What would you think if they added a Kirby expansion to the Nintendo area, even if it was a small one? Thank you for the $5 super chat.
Thank you, iCanalist. Yeah, I mean, I would obviously go crazy. I think they would. Oh, there we go. Ivan got his. Nice. Honestly, I'd go crazy. But if they're gonna do anything next related to Nintendo, it's of course gonna be Zelda. And speaking of Zelda, they did show this on Media Day, and of course, the next day was opening day when we were there. They do have new Legend of Zelda merch at the Nintendo store.
Yeah.
And we went to go scope it out, and I found that pretty cool that, you know, me and Jay have already been a couple of times for the preview, and they didn't even have that at the time. So the fact that they're already rolling out new merch is really exciting, and I cannot wait to see what else they'll have in store for the months to come.
And holy crap.
Whoa!
20 gifted Holy crap.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother.
I'm
Thank
sorry
you.
I keep doing this, Jay. I keep sharing my screen.
No, do it.
Just to show peeps, like, on opening day, I did get to meet, and I know Ivan did too, we got to meet DK. And he was not there during the previews, but he was there for opening day. And we got lucky because I was officially the last one in line to meet him. They only had about 15 people at a time each hour to meet Donkey Kong because that's a big suit and it was hot, especially during, you know, these summer months in Florida. And
I don't even think he was there on Saturday when we were there again.
He probably was, but you just have
very
to
short.
Yeah, it wasn't like opening day when they just want to roll out things for people to take photos and such. But man, when they stopped at me, because they counted, right? They stopped at me. The people behind me, there was at least like how many, Ivan? Like 30 people behind us right afterwards.
Yeah, they had to send them all away.
Yeah, when the lady said like come back in an hour, you just felt them. They were all deflated. They were like, ah. And then there were people coming up like, when can we meet DK? And she even told them, she was like, in the next hour, but I recommend coming back like 30 minutes before because this line like forms really quick and only 15 people at a time. But I got to meet him. I brought him a banana, as you could see. He was really surprised and shocked. And it was a great memory, honestly. So
yeah, it was
I finally
really
got to meet them all, just not Yoshi.
We don't have him
in Hollywood.
Yeah, we don't have him in Hollywood. So it was really cool to see him. And hopefully you guys get Yoshi too.
Yeah.
Jay did say that we didn't see him too much on Saturday. Maybe he was there. But also I was at Donkey Kong yesterday for a little while and I was like, where is he? He wasn't showing up. So I don't know if they have a specific schedule for him because I know it is hot.
It is hot, yeah.
Well, I do know this, being there Saturday, a few days after the opening and re-riding some of the rides that I did in previews, it seems like they did add some more effects, especially to Monsters Unchained, because the last few times I rode that, I don't remember getting wet. I don't remember getting splashed. I don't remember certain things that was kind of like, oh my gosh, did they add this? And just looking at some of the rumors and stuff, it's like, yeah, there's still some more stuff that they're adding.
Yes.
Little by little throughout this opening that we probably would miss, such as merch, new effects, and also, according to a lot of people, the Ministry of Magic ride is going to get better and better. I was finally able to ride the Ministry of Magic. Oh, I rode this carousel too. I think I was on that polar bear, but finally got to ride
lion.
Yeah. Oh, it was a lion. Yeah. Finally got to ride the Ministry of Magic.
Yes.
Krista rode it.
Mm-hmm.
Ivan, Jeremy, we all were there. We all rode it, and that was
blown away.
Pretty crazy. Like the animatronics, you can't even tell if it's like animatronics or real people walking up to you. and talking to you. So
Yes, I was so blown away. I'm not a big Harry Potter person, as most of you know. And I also don't do these major crazy rides, as you also know, because I get really bad motion sickness. And so this ride was definitely doable. It's not intense, but the screens is what really just it pulls you in and you're blown away by the effects and the animatronics. They, like Jay said, they look so real you can't even tell. You're like, is that an actual person? There's no way that's an animatronic. And it was really crazy. I loved it, and I can see why that ride is always a 2+ hour wait.
yeah, we got on. It said an hour wait, but I think because it started raining, the line just the line got.
Jeremy
But
and
at
I,
least it's inside in the air conditioning, so I think we
Yes.
timed it. I think we timed it perfectly.
The line queue is also worth it, even if you can't, even if you think you won't be able to get on the ride that day, or you think it's too long of a wait. I think if you just walk the line queue, it's definitely worth checking out, because you can do that. They'll allow you to go in and just scope it out. There's a certain line for that, I believe.
Correct. It is
And
the single rider line.
that's right. Which does go faster, by the way. If you want to ride the ride without your party, you just go into the single rider, and just to say you've done it. I think that queue ride line and the Mario Kart one are both the coolest. And also Dark at Monsters Unchained is pretty great too. They did a really good job with the line queues, honestly.
yeah.
Yes. I rode Mario Kart Madness for the first time on Saturday too. And some of you might enjoy that ride, not looking through the goggles.
That's true.
Just looking at the animatronics
Yes.
and watching that. This must be like they're not letting people into the portal.
This was the grand opening.
Was it the
Was
grand
it?
opening?
Or wait, what is this? Florida for Oh, you know what it is? Okay, so I think this is like the next day. These are the people that got in an hour before, like what we were supposed to get, what we were talking about earlier.
Oh,
See,
I
then they
see.
open the gate and then they go. Yeah, so I guess that's what it's like.
Niagara for $5. This probably sounds silly, but it's neat to see the Park Hoppin band. Is that what you meant to say? Together in the same video. LOL. East and West together at last.
Yes.
Yeah, it
that
is
was
nice to
awesome.
have everyone. It is nice to have everybody together. We had a great time. I'm glad it's weird. So going back to like tickets, I want to share a quick weird timeline thing that has
He said hands, not bands.
hands. Oh, my bad. Wait. Park Hoppin hands together. It's how you say we got the band back together. That's what I thought it was going. My bad, Nagranol. My bad. I thought you misspelled and I was correcting, but I corrected something that wasn't misspelled. Anyway, so this is some of the weird things that Universal did with this. I think they were like not knowing how to handle this or what was going to happen. So on October 22nd, Krista stayed on the phone or on hold.
No, it was the queue, their app.
For like several hours at 4 in the morning.
3 hours. Yeah.
On October 22nd of last year. It was a weird, unique thing where they said, okay, we're going to sell opening day tickets, but you have to buy a ticket to Universal and Islands of Adventure.
Yeah.
So it was a triple day ticket, was the only thing they were selling. And I think, my personal opinion, and I could be wrong, I think they were just testing the waters to see what would happen on that day. Because then right after that, on the 24th, they sold single day Epic Universe tickets exclusively for annual pass holder, and they were sold out in what?
Oh gosh, like
5 minutes.
Well, I mean, you're put in a queue, and if you leave that queue, good luck. But luckily, I was in a queue. Had to wait 3 hours though, for me personally. But once the 4 or 5 hours was over, they were gone.
Yeah, so
and that was at 4 in the morning, starting at 4 in the morning. So
they sold out very quickly.
Yes.
And then February 21st, Florida resident discounted multi-day ticket available, which I don't think this sold a lot because you're asking Florida residents to buy a ticket to Universal and Islands, which most Florida residents already have an annual pass. So that was a weird thing. And then they went right to members of the military able to purchase single-day tickets. Florida residents multi-day ticket, and still only 1 day of Epic. Then in March, single-day tickets went on sale to the general public. Now, when that went on sale, the month of May was already like gone.
Yeah.
So May and like the first week in June was like, that was gone. March 27th, the Express Pass and the VIP tour was available for purchase, but no new ticket offers. And then the grand opening. Now, here's what this was like weird, right? Like what they did. I've never seen a theme park do this before. And I'm going to pull this up. This is a map, the date of the tickets. So as you can see, most of May and June are blocked out except for these days. But what they did the day of, which is today is the 26th, they started selling single day tickets at Universal Studios the day of. So this day where it says the 24th, was not open. Oh, geez. I totally messed up. Anyway, that day was totally not open.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do this again. But it did open at midnight. So I don't understand what they were doing. Basically, that's how I was able to go on Saturday is we went to City Walk and they were like, you could still buy the tickets, but just the day it's really weird. So they were capping the amount of people in the park. So there it is, back up again. They were capping the amount of people. Yeah, I accidentally bought a ticket for today. They were capping the amount of people in the park, very light crowds. But you could still, if you were just a random person like walking along City Walk, they would sell you a single day there, but not online. You can buy. Does this make sense, everyone? It's very weird what they were doing. So basically, they have tickets available, but they're only selling them the day of. All the ones that they were supposed to sell, they capped out, let's just say 10,000 people. They maxed that out, and that's why it looks like it's sold out. And then apparently they're going to start opening up more and more people to come just to see.
I'm really curious. Sorry, this is like probably like way off topic, but can you go like down to October? I wonder what the prices look like when it starts to get cool. More or less the same. Okay. I mean, some days, I guess.
This week here only tells me that they're going to do something special because it's almost 190.
Where?
In October.
What about like
Halloween? Halloween, right?
Halloween's the 30th. So on Halloween, it's only 160.
Wait, where are you pointing at? I can't see it. Like, where's your mouse?
If I click on it, it'll.
Oh, I see. Oh, there's your mouse. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
So early October, they're selling these tickets for almost $190, which tells me that they're doing something special. That's the only way they would charge more for this weird week. But here, Halloween down here is only 170, so it's cheaper.
Well, the 31st, you mean? Halloween.
31st. Yeah, excuse me. I meant this. I should have just said I meant this week.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like the Halloween week is only 170, which means they might not be doing anything special that week, but they might be doing something this week because why would the tickets be 190?
Compare it to
and then
Christmas.
Look at Christmas.
My gosh.
Oh, what?
Christmas is $200 a person.
$200.
What? Oh, and even the 31st. So okay, 31st. New Year's.
Yeah,
that's gonna sell out.
I mean,
crazy.
And then compared to the first week of December, it's like 160.
Sensei Pause in chat says the tickets are from people who canceled supposedly. Okay.
Interesting.
It is very weird that they.
September is kind of cheap. Go back really quick.
Yeah, September. It'll cool down. I think kids go back to school around that time, right?
Go for 140 right there.
I don't think I will be going back unless
Annual pass.
they figure that out. I've already
I
been.
mean, I would
5
like to
times.
see it for 2 months, and that is one in October and one in December.
Yeah.
I think I'd buy an individual ticket for those 2 months personally. Maybe not the $200 one, but
It's crazy that Christmas Day and Christmas Eve and that whole week is the most expensive
and you
ticket
could
for
already buy
Epic.
it.
So they might be like completely decorated and something special.
Well, either way, Park Hoppin will be there, whether it's me or Jay,
Yeah.
showing some decoration. Hopefully they gotta decorate. I mean, it's a brand new park. They
And
gotta
that,
do something.
yeah, and the annual pass is gonna go up, huh? Most likely when they add Epic.
Most likely.
Mhm.
Now, talking about today, we were checking wait times, and it appears that Epic Universe, the wait times are getting more and more from the opening day. When I was there on Saturday, I was expecting to be a little busier than the grand opening day, but
Mhm.
by the time like after we ate, a lot of things were just 10 minutes.
Yeah.
5 to 10 minute wait, except for Ministry of Magic.
That ride is always gonna be booming.
That appeared, yeah. That even Monsters Unchained was like literally a walk on almost the entire day.
Yeah.
So I did when I first got there, what did we do first, Ivan? The
I think we did Monsters.
no. We
No.
did the Isle of Burke roller coaster.
Oh yeah, we did the Isle of Burke roller. We did it back to back twice because that was only like.
Yeah, there was no one in line.
It was like 10 minutes, but it was basically walk on. You just
Yeah,
quickly put your stuff in the locker and
which
you
I
board.
really enjoyed. I really enjoyed that. Now, today is a holiday. Universal Studios, we were checking wait times before the live stream, and freaking ET, which I've never really seen over 35 minutes in a long time, is tapping out at an hour wait to get on
Oh, yeah.
ET,
It's
Let's
packed
go,
today. It's
ET.
packed.
which shows that it is very busy on this holiday.
That's good. That means
Now, after Krista told me, because I think Krista ran up there real quick to do a video of a new bag or something, and she was like, Universal is packed.
Yeah.
I went and checked
This
Magic
morning.
Kingdom, and I sent a screenshot to Chris. I was like, Magic Kingdom is a ghost town.
It is. Everything's 5 minutes.
Pirates 5 minutes, Haunted Mansion 5 minutes. Everything is a 5-minute wait.
Crazy.
And I'm
That
sitting
was
here
cool.
like, that is a very big unbalance.
that's when you went
No. This is today.
This is today on the holiday.
We
on
checked the
Memorial
wait
Day.
times on. Yeah.
Yeah, on Memorial Day. You can
I
check
should
on
have
your app.
gone. Dang.
Ivan's like, wait a
So-
minute, I should have gone today. No, but that's crazy. On a holiday, people are off. That's insane to me.
Pirates was 5 minutes for hours yesterday. That is
What?
insane. C&D Designs for 5. Oh, there'll be decorations for the holidays. I put every dime I have on it. Keep the vids coming. Park hopping. Hail
Thank
the Rebellion. Thank you,
you.
brother.
Heck yeah.
Thank you,
definitely
brother. And listen, I love ET. ET is one of those rides where it's like we go and check every time we're there. 10 minutes. All right, let's do ET.
Yep.
I'm
But
glad
I am
that it.
shocked that Magic Kingdom. Hold on. James says, I was just at Magic Kingdom. It's super dead.
Yeah.
I'm shocked,
wonder
man. It's
why
supposed
that
to be
is.
like a day off. Kids are not in school. Magic Kingdom. What the heck? That's crazy.
You know what I think it might be? So at Islands of Adventure, they just not only do they have the Jaws anniversary stuff happening over there, but they even just included a small section of How to Train Your Dragon. As soon as you walk in, they have props, they have stuff from the movies, they have new merch that you can buy from Epic Universe being sold there. I haven't even gone yet, and it looks cool from what I see online. So I think people are like, oh, we got to go see that. Let's go buy some Epic merch at the City Walk, So I think that's probably it.
That's crazy, man. Because
Usually on a holiday, yeah, I think all that plays a factor. Usually on a holiday, people plan like that's the type of trip you plan like sometimes a month out. And with the news getting out, it's like usually Magic Kingdom, even on a slow day, not all the rides aren't 5 minutes. On a holiday, that's
Even worse.
shocking. So
True.
you know, that's freaking shocking.
Yeah.
But that goes to tell you. Speaking of which, Krista brought up something very cool for us.
What'd I
For us
do?
old movie lovers.
What'd I do?
We got Jaws in the water at Universal. And I love it. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. I hope they bring it back to the theaters. There's all kinds of rumors.
I
And
think they will.
tomorrow, I'm gonna go and get some of the food. Now, this is some of the merch. We do have a video on Park Hoppin with it. Look at this, man. I mean, you can't beat this. They brought out the old sign. You know, this is from the ride that they used to have here.
Oh.
They brought back one of the old, like you could stand in there and get a photo op from the old Jaws ride at Universal. So obviously they kept all this in like some closet in the back. I think that's freaking awesome. Some of the old signs from the ride. Look at that. 4th of July celebration, the old
cool.
banners. But what I really want to, like, they finally, here's some of the merch I think is really cool.
Very
Actually,
retro.
I bought that tank top, so I have that. I did not get that cup, but I got one of the other ones. I mean, they even sell spoons. I didn't get a spoon, but
It's a cool spoon.
I like the retro look, like the 70s vibe to it.
and some of the old shirts. Now, the thing that's coming, I don't know if it's available yet, is the Jaws sipper.
Oh, it is a sipper.
Yes, and I'm going to be getting that as well. But they just opened this up where you can get, and we'll have a video on this really soon because I'm going there to buy everything. Lobster. Look at the shot.
Taiyaki. Yeah, it's really good.
We have here we are.
Bucket of bait.
Oh, that's Hollywood. We're gonna have some food at Hollywood too.
You got there. It is, Jay. That's the taiyaki.
What is that?
It's good.
It's lobster stuff.
Well, we're gonna try.
It's like a breading a pastry type thing, and it has lobster, I guess, on the side that you eat it together.
Look at that. It's freaking awesome. Then we got like a bucket of bait with a bucket. And I've been seeing a lot on social media. People are asking, I just want the bucket with no food on it. Let me buy that, please. You know, because it's just such a cool little thing that they I don't know if they'll have this again. This is for the 50th. So there's fried chicken, biscuits, and fish in there. So
KFC.
I'll be picking that up as well. Probably will skip on the hot dog because it's not Jaws themed, but they're selling hot dogs because they're celebrating, July 4th.
Yeah, okay.
I'll have a hot dog.
And here's a tip for everyone in chat. If Krista says, I'm going to get you a hot dog, be very careful.
No, that's not true. Okay, so I said, Jay, because we were dying over that vegan hot dog. Like, we were laughing every time we saw it. And I told Jay, I was like, listen, if I buy you that, would you eat it and do a video? And he said yes. And what I find funny now is that you guys in the chat, every time we see something vegan related, you guys are like, Jay, eat that. It makes me die. So please encourage Jay to keep eating vegan stuff, so that we can make more park hopping videos on it.
That thing is weird, man. It was like a carrot on a dark bun.
It was basically a roasted carrot, which shouldn't have been as expensive as it was. It's not meat.
The funny thing about that video, in the first part, you see a hand holding it, and people are like, dang, Jay's hands are kind of girly. I was like, that's Krista's hand, not mine. So it's like they're holding it. It's all like smooth and soft and little. It's like, that's not my hand.
Jay's like, I got the first vegan hot dog.
But this was they used to sell these hot dogs when the Jaws ride was in full swing at Universal. I mean, I might get one just for the sake of it.
Yeah, just get it all.
Because why not? And then this is a small funnel cake.
Wow.
And of course, funnel cake is part of, for some people's tradition. When you go to fairs on the 4th of July, you get a funnel cake. It's American. You know, they put a little shark, a little gummy shark with some strawberries and powder. And listen, I just want to say, and I hope you're listening, Wendy's. Look at the theming.
Yeah. The
Look at
packaging
that.
and stuff.
Look,
Yeah.
we got the little jaws on the wrapper.
Simple.
Little things like that. Me and Krista went to Wendy's when they had the
SpongeBob.
the SpongeBob
It was
Krabby
so
Patty.
We showed up thinking we were gonna get something like this. We were like, it's gonna be great. SpongeBob's gonna be on the box. It was just a regular Wendy's meal.
Nothing,
no
man.
packaging,
Not even
nothing.
a wrapper. We were like,
We waited so long for it too. We are like, there's nothing on it to show for anything.
I was
So-
like, what are we doing, man?
Even if we
This-
posted it, it's like, okay, y'all are just eating Wendy's. There's nothing to show for anything. But
it was,
I
yeah.
tagged Jay because apparently Wendy's, is it Wendy's? They're doing it again for How to Train Your Dragon. And I
Oh,
tagged
no.
Jay. I'm like, I hope it's better than
I'm not going.
SpongeBob's. We
It's just-
waited so long and we were so disappointed.
I was thinking
Anyway.
it was gonna be in like a Krabby Patty box. I'm like, this is kind of fun. We were gonna do like a little short, and we're like, what the frick is this?
It's
We
just,
It's like we're never going back. And they
We-
had a big poster when you walked in. Get the new Krabby Patty only at Wendy's. We're like, okay, cool, get that.
We didn't even bother to tweet about it.
Yeah, I was like,
That's
what
how
a
bad it was.
disappointment. My man Doctor for $5. What's up, brother? Jaws is coming back to theaters for its 50th anniversary.
Wow.
Tell Joseph he's wrong. Jaws is Steven Spielberg's best film. Woo! I love Jaws. I'd never seen it in the theater. And Christopher, thank you for the $5. And Christopher says Jaws re-release August 29th is what Google is saying.
Mm.
I wanted to show this. I wanted to show this off simply because I love attention to detail.
Mhm.
And you know, people bring up Galaxy's Edge when you go buy Star Wars stuff. It's just like whatever, you know. But the fact like they're taking all this care. Look, I mean, you have a freaking piece of bread that looks like a Jaws in Jaws wrapping, all that stuff that says 50th on it. The bucket has the sign from the movie. It's not just a plain bucket.
Yeah.
Theming
Theming.
is so important, and it just
Yeah.
it's awesome, man.
That's where you make your money. So simple. That's all we want.
yeah, you want to have an experience too. It's not just like a name. Oh, look, it's like, SpongeBob, and you get a junior bacon cheeseburger.
Well, it's more. It's like it's more like Disney does this all the time with their IPs. They're just like,
Yeah.
have a cake inspired by the Lion King, and it's just like brown cupcake. And you're like, no packaging,
There's no like Mufasa, no
no
Simba.
presentation.
Yeah. I know. It's just a brown cupcake. And you're like, all right.
What's going on here?
Theming. It's so simple. It's what people want for Instagram and stuff. Just think of that sort of thing. That sort of mentality.
They also
Worthy to
have an
post.
Amity Island iced tea mocktail, which
Ooh.
I'll be getting as well.
I'll be there
Um,
tomorrow too. I can't wait to try all of this. This looks.
Yeah,
really
wait for
good.
me. We'll all eat it together.
All right. Cameron said it's going to be at Burger King. So we might have a chance, Jay, for How to Train Your Dragon. So
We'll see. We'll see.
we'll see.
But yeah, here's some of the other they got bucket hats, and I don't know what this is, like a fanny pack thing, but
Mm.
I love it. Listen, I love it. And then I can't scream this loud enough from the mountaintops that the great the movie parade that they do, I forgot the official name for it.
The
The
mega
movie parade that
parade?
they do at like 2:00 during the day has got to be my favorite parade I've ever seen. I think Krista and Beardo,
Yep.
did we not? We did that live, right?
We did. Yeah.
Got to see E.T., Jaws,
That
Back
was
to
my
the
favorite
Future.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Hmm.
I loved all of it. Jay, can you buy everyone in chat a bucket hat? There's 350 people in chat.
Whoa.
I
Hi.
don't know if I can do that. I don't know
Yeah.
if I can do that. But
Jay's rich.
We'll see. it's- yeah. Also, shout out to all the people, all the Geeks and Gamers fans that have been at Epic Universe stopping us.
Yes,
Like
that was
Yeah.
fun.
every day that we seemed to be there, it was pretty awesome. Krista was in line, and a young man was wearing a Splatoon shirt while we were in line for Ministry of Magic. And Krista just randomly goes, "Hey, I like your shirt." And the
I
guy
didn't say
goes,
that. I said, "Excuse me, I like your shirt."
Jeez, his manners.
and the guy
Oh,
goes,
man.
"Krista? Jay?"
Jeremy.
And then
Jeremy.
well, they were like, it would be cool if Jeremy was here. And we all pointed up. It was like, he's standing right next to us on his phone. And they go, "Jeremy?" It was funny.
They were awesome.
It was pretty funny. Theme Park Casual. Thank you. Member for 58 months. Holy
go.
crap,
Yay.
brother.
OG member.
Holy crap, brother. Says someday I'll get to Epic Universe. Someday. So
Someday. I know. I like how Jay thinks like I talk to people that way. Like, I like your shirt. Just excuse me.
I was
I like your shirt.
well. No, she was very respectful.
Always.
But it was just weird. It wasn't weird. It was funny
Yeah.
that you went to someone that are fans of Park Hoppin and Geeks and Gamers out of the blue, random, just because they had a Splatoon shirt on.
I had to tell him because Splatoon is great. I don't even have a Splatoon shirt. I need to get one.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. But all in all, Ivan, we'll start with you. Overall, first few days impressions. Like, what was some of the good, some of the bad?
So, I mean, for the opening day, I was just floored because it was all new to me. All the video, all the stuff I've seen of it didn't really do it justice. Honestly, the video helped me kind of more than anything spoil things for me from what to expect. But seeing it in person, it floored me because it's a whole new theme park. The space it's huge. It's a huge park. I think the biggest surprise for me in terms of just in general was Celestial Park. I think that's what I really like the most because like when I go to Disneyland or even Universal, I like my chill areas, my chill spots. When I go to Disneyland, I like the Rivers of America. I like going to the island. I like all the visual stuff. And then, of course, I'm a thrill seeker. I do like the thrill rides, the adventure rides, Indiana Jones. But I like the chill areas because you're going to a park. And so I appreciate what they did here with Celestial Park, where because a lot of the stuff that I've been getting is just mostly Celestial Park, some rides too and everything. But I still have yet to explore the other lands in terms of the characters, and I'm getting up to speed on the food and some of the Easter eggs, but really Celestial Park has been surprising me a lot. So I like that. That's the most surprising part. And then as far as like negative stuff, like what Krista said, I think the medallion coin, some of the stuff I think maybe opening day could have had more of an oomph, more of a celebration feeling and momentous type of thing. Because basically what they did is that we didn't get the coin. They had a little ceremony when we got there. They did let us into the park a little early before 9 p.m. opening, and that was like around 8. But it was just up to the portals, which were closed. And then they did their little 30-minute celebration. They had some pyro, and then we had the characters in each portal coming out a little bit after everybody went in. As soon as it was 9. And that's it. And they decided to run the whole day as a regular day operation. They had a fountain show, but that fountain show is a regular thing every day at around 9, close to closing. But they just ran the operation as a normal day. I appreciate that they're keeping low capacity. I appreciate that Ministry of Magic is not a virtual queue, which is a great idea. They even have a single rider. But I think they could have done something a little bit more momentous, have more merchandise for opening day. On opening day, they could have even done something for like the opening weekend. But
I would have even loved a sticker, just something exclusive for those who paid a ticket on opening day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or even like a pin, like just one of those that you just
Yeah.
pin on your shirt, like those birthday pins they have at Disney.
Yeah. Now, Ivan's right. So they do have a water show, which they have at 9:50. So it's a 10-minute water show. The park closed at 10. And no fireworks, though. I don't know if they're going to, moving forward, do any fireworks, especially for the summer. I have a feeling that they didn't do fireworks because there wasn't enough demand. They knew that they couldn't use their resources maybe to do a big show for not a lot of people, perhaps. That's my only explanation, because they heavily advertise fireworks for Epic
Yes.
Universe. Me and Jay have been reacting that for like 2 whole years now.
And they've been testing them like all the time.
Yes. So I think that's what it could be. I think they just are waiting for the bigger crowds on the busier days to do the fireworks. But yeah, that's
Probably
what it could be. Mm-hmm.
because they had drones even on the 21st, the day before. They did this whole celebration that 21st for media, celebrities, and special guests. So they can do it. It's just they haven't they didn't want to do it on opening night. Or even opening weekend on like Saturday.
But the medallion was a really big deal because they advertised it. They advertised it to those who were going to be there on opening day, only to find out that when we were there on opening day that there was no more, and it was given all to the media people. You have to understand that is a big deal, because you're literally advertising something to those who pay money, and then you give it all to the people who got in for free. That's not right. People who, spend money thinking they're going to get something. And these are your people that you want to keep happy, that are going to keep spending money. You're paying, customers that are going to keep coming back. So there's no complaining here of whatsoever. It's just, we're trying to say like, hey, like you dropped the ball on that,
Exactly. And I think it's I'll take it another level. I think it's a little bit reminiscent of like a Disney attitude mindset, and I was like, "Wow, this is Universal! Like, come on, like what happened there with the medallion and everything, and other merch."
Fox in chat says on opening night, I saw Tim the Tracker show fireworks and all the portals. There was no fireworks on opening night. This was probably a preview thing that happened. Opening night, we were there. We were there when the park closed.
What they do shoot from the portals is a ditch light, crazy, like that goes up into the sky.
Yeah. So. But anyways, I just think like at the end of the day, take care of your customers. And it should always be like that. Same with fans, like take care of the fans. It's that simple.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think Universal is going to learn a lot from this opening, and especially from like limited edition merch. Universal has never been part of that limited edition type merch as big as Disney. So Disney had to put in a bunch of rules when they released limited edition merch where people can only buy 2 at a time. And that's a new thing for Universal. So they'll probably learn as they continue, and hopefully we'll see. Or they might just be like, if one person wants to buy all 2,000, whatever. At least we sold out.
I was happy with everything I got, though. Like I said, I walked right into the store. As soon as they said the medallion sold out, I didn't cry. I didn't complain. There were people complaining. I walked straight to the portal. I was like, all right, bye. And I didn't even buy any of the opening day merch till later. So again, it is what it is. We're just here reporting.
No, I think that's
exactly.
I think people from all over are going to love this park. You're going to be shocked at how good the food is.
Yes, the food
compared to like other theme parks. The Asian place that we went to on Saturday,
the Blue Dragon,
fantastic. It's
I really
like
liked
a
it.
Small. How do you call it? Like, it's not small plate, but basically everything you order, they bring out plates for you to share with everybody.
Family style, like you share.
Yeah, family.
So they want people to buy like multiple things and then share with everybody. So that's incredible. I liked Paris. Krista wasn't a huge fan of the sandwich there in the Paris dining.
Look, I think I haven't tried the entire menu, so I can't
Right.
judge it completely. They do have a French onion soup that I'd like to try, and
Yeah.
I think there's a stew, like a beef stew, that I want to get. I don't know why I wasn't feeling it that day. I guess because like we all wanted to go for
We
we
were
were
kind of
told the
full,
sandwiches.
but
Yeah, but we were also told the sandwiches were one of the best things. You liked it. You seemed
I
to really
liked it,
enjoy
but
it.
it wasn't one of the best things. It was like, and I also thought that the butterbeer crepe was like
Ooh,
majorly
sweet.
sweet.
It
Holy
was.
crap!
Mhm.
Huh? And you like
So
sweet, don't you?
I love sweet, and that was imagine like too sweet. Because you got the butterbeer cream that's like lodged inside, and then you got the butterbeer drizzle on top of some sort of syrup,
Oh
and then
wow.
whipped cream, and then strawberries, and whatever that crepe is made of, there was added sugar inside. It was a lot.
Wow.
it was a lot,
Yeah.
and I hands down still the
And
and
it's
I
expensive. Sorry, I had to add that because
no, go for it. And
I
then
mean,
I love Moon Pizza.
Pizza
So
Moon, Pizza Moon. You keep
or
saying Moon
yeah,
Pizza.
yeah, Pizza Moon is like still my favorite. We haven't tried the
Yes.
barbecue place yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
I tried
cones
it.
of-
Yeah.
The
Tried it
cones of
yesterday.
macaroni and cheese, fantastic.
So,
Unbelievable.
okay, each of you right now, what's your favorite snack at Epic? Snack, not plate, like just a snack.
I had the mac and cheese cone yesterday, and I think that's it.
That's got to be it.
Hmm.
I have to agree. Like it's literally between that and the Donkey Kong.
Oh, had that too, and I'm gonna
Float.
get that every day I'm there.
Yes. So I think it's on par. It's really close, but if I
Yeah,
have to,
even like the pizza Yoshi bun was really good.
that too, the pizza pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I went for that
calzone?
twice. It's a great snack to get if you're just feeling hungry and you want like to fill up your stomach. You know,
Yeah.
awesome.
Now
Something
I
on
gotta
the
say,
go.
sitting down, I like Pizza Moon, but Meat Hall or the
Yes.
Meat Hall was really good too.
Isle of Burke, that right there you're looking at, that quick service place, they have the best food at How to Train Your Dragon, in my opinion, when it comes to like quick service sit down. Now,
Yeah.
because I know we've all eaten there now, but between Atlantic and the Blue Dragon, which is your favorite upscale restaurant there?
I
went
like
to-
Blue Dragon.
Yeah,
I
went
have to agree.
Atlantic. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like the
Atlantic
Blue
is
Dragon.
more like it's more towards like fish, right? And if
I
you're
have
not down with seafood much, then Blue
Yeah.
Dragon, if you're more in the Asian cuisine.
Yeah, you'll have
Um,
you have a lot of beef options
Now-
at Blue Dragon.
mhm.
I need to go back and eat at the Monsters
why-
Unchained again
Yes.
because I think when we
Yes.
went, I think there was a lot of confusion and
There
with the
was.
servers and not understanding the orders and stuff. Like, I think now that they're
Yeah, and
they're on a roll, like doing stuff because I'm hearing people
Yes.
now saying it was 100% better this time, 100% better this time, 100%. So I'm like, okay, I got to
Yeah.
go back and try it. But I do want to try the barbecue place. Haven't been there either.
I was there yesterday, and
Oak Tree.
yeah, the oak tree, and I had the ribs and the pulled pork. Very good. The sauces are already on the table. I
Nice.
tried all 4 of them. The way you do is you order through the mobile, or you go to the table with the QR code, and then you order from there. They bring it right to you. So it's really fast, really quick service, and they have live music there also. And it's a huge seating area, and it's a very nice vibe. It's like almost uh, like a kind of Northern California type of vibe to it, with the kind of national forest type of cabin look and feel.
Stern Shadow Dude too in chat asks, have any of you eaten at the restaurants in the Helios? We have not.
No.
You cannot, as far as right now, you can't go inside of the hotel unless you are staying there. We tried it. We couldn't get in. I know I'm staying there soon this summer, but I don't know if we're going to be eating there. I'll walk around. There'll be a video of that and a review on it, but I'll see. Maybe I'll get one thing if I have time, because I am traveling with family, and so I need to be around their clock.
And speaking of time, that's our time here on Park Hoppin', everybody. We were just sharing our Epic universe. Look for a lot more live streams within the parks, different parks as well. We've got lots of videos and content coming out of opening day at Epic, at Magic Kingdom perspective. And here, Krista just posted another short about a baby sheep treat.
Baby sheep.
Is that
This
what it is? A marshmallow sheep treat?
It's just the sheep from the How to Train Your Dragon movies. They turn them into little desserts here at Isle of Burke, and they're really cute.
Yeah. Super good.
Just watched Rick Flick stream on Epic. They had a bad experience. The virtual queue from Ministry sucked. Oh, well, that's got to be an old one because they're not doing virtual queue since the grand opening. They're just using the regular queue. So
Thank
yeah,
goodness.
and I agree. The virtual queue did suck. When we were trying to do it, it didn't work. So I'm glad they got rid of it, or they're adjusting it, or they're fixing it.
I'm so glad that Universal got rid of that, because you remember how long it took for them to get rid of that for Tiana's?
Yeah.
And it was already open for how long?
It's currently 65-minute wait. So, I mean,
looking forward to that Gatorland day. You got it, brother. We're going to be scheduling it. We're
waiting for the weather to cool down, and then we'll go.
Then she'll see all the capybaras she wants. Last super chat. Nagranal says, have fun. Excuse me. Have a good day, Ivan, Jay, and Krista. Oh, and check your Insta, Crafty Darlings. I have a QQ quick question. Nagranal for $5. Thank you so much. Well, that's all of us from Park Hoppin'. First of all, I just want to say thank you all for showing up for the live streams in the park, for your generosity, for everything that you guys have done to make this channel. We're close to 30,000 subs here. And listen, Jay, you missed mine. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me make sure I get that. You're right. Thank you. I missed 2. Steel Lake for 5. Jay, I hope tomorrow goes well and they will start to finish my fake leg and I can show you an X-Wing, the new leg with the shirt on it soon. Be blessed. Well, hurry up and get your leg. Can't be hobbling around. Graph Web for 2 says, in the name of all that's holy, cancel Disney Plus. Thanks for staying on brand. And I forgot what I was going to say. Just basically, thank you guys for all the support. If you have a TikTok, I don't know if anybody does. We're like a few hundred away from hitting monetization on TikTok. So if you have a TikTok, even if you're not really using it, go over there and follow Park Hoppin' on TikTok. A lot of great stuff over there. So that's it. That's me, Ivan, Krista.
Hey.
We're done. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
See you at the parks. Thank you for joining us.